Hi, everyone. I have one who believes on the line, and he says he's just been talking to Zorra, so I'm really expecting some neat things to be revealed. And so, I tell us about what's really happening. One who believes.
I just got off the phone with Zorra. We had a little chat, and we talked about a few things. I brought up a couple of things that were going on. First, about the red-headed giants. We've been hearing about that lately, and he told me the story behind them, and I thought it was very interesting. So I'll relay it to you. First of all, they're known as titans, and they're benevolent teachers. They are not mean. They are not here to harm us. They're here to teach us. They are from a planet called Titania, which we know as Jupiter. That's where they're from, Jupiter. They have been in their stasis chambers waiting till the Earth had made the transition to peace, which is the time we're in now, and that's why they're waking up. It's because this was the time, because their mission is about peace and teaching and disclosure. So if they came out before then, people would be frightened of them, and they would be scared. Of course, the cabal would tell us that they're bad, when really they're good. But, of course, after disclosure, we will no longer be afraid of them because we will know about them and why they're here. But they're known as the Titans, and they're from Titania, which we call Jupiter, and that's their home planet. It says another point is that their stasis chambers helps preserve their bodies and makes them immortal. So even if they get shot, it won't kill them. They'll just heal again. So I thought that was pretty interesting. You got any questions on that, there, Gary?
Well, no, that's all a surprise to me. And but I just don't know anything about it. A lot of this stuff that I'm learning about, and I don't really know too much to even ask questions right now.
I know, it's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
People have closure. Wait till we start hearing about, the people that live in Mount Shasta, which is the city,
Right. I've heard about them and so forth.
yeah, and then Hollow Earth, and the opening they're making. By the way, that waterway in the North Pole, where the Hollow Earth people are melting away the ice, they're making a passageway that's a mile wide there, where cruise ships can literally come into Hollow Earth through that passageway. They're getting it ready for people to be able to visit down there, which is kind of wild.
Now, did you say it's the North Pole or the Arctic?
I said the North Pole, but maybe it's the South Pole, but it's one of the poles, and I think it's north. But there's openings at both ends of the Earth. You
Right.
can get into Hollow Earth either side.
Now,
But one of the poles, they're melting away a passage of ice that's a mile wide, so that there's a waterway where ships, and cruise ships and stuff can come inside Hollow Earth.
right. Well, we've been hearing this the last few days that the Arctic Circle is basically been covered up, and it's not the way that it appears at all.
Yeah. Well, of course, right at the pole, there's nothing there because it's a hole.
Right.
Did they say I think he said it was 1,400 miles wide.
Could be.
So
Now,
imagine the size of that opening that's 1,400 miles wide.
right.
That's a big opening.
Yeah. Now, what we heard it was about some cities and manufacturing plants and so forth, basically under the sea,
Yeah,
under the ice.
The story I heard from Zorra is when the Germans went there, they said that they created a new town called New Berlin.
I see.
It was there on the border, on the rim of the opening. And the inner Earth people, the Council of 12 from the inner Earth, which is the people that live in the crust, and the hollow Earth, which is the people that live inside the opening in the middle of the Earth, they taught them to be nice and be benevolent. So those people that lived in New Berlin came, in order for them to live there, they had to raise up in their frequency and not be violent and not be warlike and all that kind of thing. So they're different than the German Reich that people like to call them, because those people got transformed. Otherwise, they weren't permitted to live there.
Oh, that sounds good. Great.
Yeah. So New Berlin is full of Germans that came there that transformed into benevolent people.
Uh-huh.
So that's the story on that.
Great.
Now, I got another interesting point. Zorra told me that at the time of disclosure, or just after disclosure, the real Santa being is going to reveal himself.
Now that
So, of course, we know we have Santas at the store and, mom and dad Santas and all that kind of thing. But the real Santa being is going to reveal himself.
okay, with a real Santa bean, I have never heard of a real Santa bean before.
Never have either. I can't wait to find out.
Well,
What? All we've ever learned is what we learned in Cabal school, or the Cabal media, and was passed down by other people that learned in Cabal school and the Cabal media. And so, what's real and what's not real, you know what? We're just gonna have to wait and find out.
That's right. I'm ready. I'm ready to find out.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of stuff revealed. Wait till the sleeping public finds out that the inside of the earth is hollow and there's civilizations there, and that there's civilizations living in the mountains.
Well, I want to be one of the first ones to go there if possible.
Oh, I know, it's going to be great. Oh yeah, and this is the cool part about it. They're melting the ice cap, melting a passageway. By the way, they said, don't worry, they're not raising the level of the ocean. When they melt it, they're evaporating it into the atmosphere, so it doesn't raise the level of the ocean. But they're literally preparing an opening there, so as soon as disclosure happens, people can start visiting there. And they call it the Grand Reunion.
Great.
They can't wait to meet the surface people because, we've been on quarantine. We were warring people that were dangerous. We were taught by the Cabal that people lived in the ground, were evil, were going to eat us, and all this kind of stuff. And so it was dangerous for them to show up. But after disclosure, it won't be, and they can't wait to come up to the surface. And by the way, when they come, they're going to be bearing a lot of technological gifts for us, anti-gravity and all kinds of goodies that they're going to be bringing up.
Right, I can imagine the things that they probably unimaginable, but at least what to expect.
Exactly. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I mean, our world is going to open up. I mean, the idea of traveling to other planets and other star systems and stuff, it's being done right now. We don't even know it. I mean, our world is just going to, it's like that Disney movie of a future world or another world or whatever it is, where all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, you're in this very advanced time when people are flying around in flying cars and traveling between planets and stuff. We're suddenly going to be introduced to that, and that is going to be wild.
Yeah. Well,
so I guess it might be a good time for me to cover the announcement of disclosure, by the way.
Sure, it sure would.
Disclosure is made. Every single telephone, every single TV, every single radio, every kind of a device that has any kind of communication ability at all will be taken over by the Galactic Federation. And I think they're the ones that are doing this. And they're going to give a message which is going to be something like, we're here to help you, we care about you, we're revealing ourselves, we've been there, we've been helping you all along, and then they're going to decloak all of their spaceships all over the planet that are in the atmosphere and reveal themselves as the benevolent beings they are. And there will be all kinds of announcements and videos and stuff playing, kind of teaching about our history and who they are and why this is good, so people don't freak out. But every single device is going to be transmitting the same exact message at the same exact time.
Well, there's an awful lot of energy building up right now, I think, among all the people, all the Denarians, about something that, they're expecting something just in a few days, I think.
Yeah, well, the energy is very important. And the thing about having the RV happen right at Christmas is the energy is already good. And then all of a sudden, we think, oh, wow, there's, I don't know, 1 million of us or whoever have currency. But, if you think about it, all of Vietnam is going to be rich. Because there's anybody in Vietnam that doesn't have at least $50 worth of dong. Right? Because $50 is $1 million worth of dong. But now, look what they can buy with it. Iraq and Iran and Indonesia.
Right.
And Zimbabwe and all of Africa. Suddenly, they're all going to be wealthy. They're going to be able to buy everything they always wanted. So all of those people are suddenly, it's going to be like Christmas for them. Because suddenly they can have all the things they ever wanted. Suddenly they have food on the table. They have a roof over their head. They have a car in the driveway, an air conditioner, and all the things they ever wanted. So we got our small group of people. Sure enough, they're going to have a lot of currency. But you know what? Everybody and every single person in all those other countries are suddenly going to become wealthy because the currency they're getting paid in now buy something.
Well, those people in
So,
those other countries are the ones that really deserve it,
yeah.
much more than we
Suddenly
do.
they can buy things that they always needed or wanted.
Right.
And so you talk about a happiness vibration across the planet. I mean, it is going to skyrocket. And with that skyrocketing vibration of happiness, then we're going to be piggyback with the Zorra and the Republic's going to be announced, and then roll into disclosure. And people are going to be so happy about everything that's going on. Disclosure is not really, it's going to be surprising. But believe me, when they're advanced minds. I mean, just the Galactic Federation alone has been together for 4.5 million years as an organization of planets in the Milky Way. So, I mean, they know what they're doing. Whatever the announcement is they're going to make is going to be made with such love, and such energy is going to be transmitted from them about how things are good now. You're moving into a new era of peace and prosperity, and you're going to be able to feel that message when it comes in. It's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. And that, I think, now I might be speaking out of turn, out of school here, but I kind of have a feeling the disclosure is going to be within the first quarter. Is the last I got of next year. So that's when we're going to hear about everything. But the GCR, that brings me to the GCR. Here's the update on the GCR. The GCR, as of tonight, I just talked with Zorra just a few minutes ago, is still expected before Santa's Day.
Okay.
Now, of course, Santa's Day is the day that Santa makes his ride and delivers all his presents. We call it Christmas. The people call it different things, but he refers to it as Santa's Day because it's the gifts. That's the main thing we're talking about is when the gifts are given. And so that's, what is that, the 24th?
Well, Christmas 25th, but
So the 24th is Eve. So
right.
Anyway, so his words were, the window extends to no later than the 25th.
Okay, now, do you have anything?
Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Do you have anything on this energy surge that's happening right now?
I didn't ask him about that, but it is the solstice. It's perfect. It makes perfect sense to me that we're getting an energy blast right when we're about to be really, really happy across the planet. Because yes, us currency holders are going to be happy, but remember, we're such a tiny, tiny group compared to all those other countries when every single person in the country is going to be ecstatic. They can suddenly buy what they need to buy and what they want to buy. So that's going to be a huge wave of happiness. And so coupling that with the solstice and with this wave of energy that's coming in, it ought to be really, really spectacular. And then on top of that, Christmas season, with the Santa Claus coming, delivering all the presents to the kids, and it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. But as of this time, it's still scheduled to go before, quote unquote, Santa's Day, and no later than the 25th.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I want to express my appreciation and thanks for Zora speaking through you to us. And I've been kind of studying a little bit upon what Billy's been doing, and I'm very impressed with the things that he speaks of. And anyway, I'm really happy that things are developing the way they are.
Cool. Yeah, I told Zora that as soon as I got off the phone with him that I would call you up and give you the update to get it out to your people.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. By the way, I got one more piece of information. The last time we heard from Zora, he said that the 100T would be the only one exchanged. Well, now the official word. Now this is the official word. Is now it's the 100 and the 50 officially. But I kept telling him, I said, I'm going to tell everybody to bring everything they got.
Right.
Okay. But having the 50 now be included officially, that's a really big thing because that covers a whole lot more people having the 50. But also the fact that something new was added since the last time we talked about it leads me to believe that, we may get everything we want.
Right.
But he can only speak with what's official. That's what's official, and I couldn't talk him into any more at the time. But I did say I'm going to tell everybody to bring everything they got. He said that would be fine.
Sure. Great. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Well, anything else?
That's all I got for tonight.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to come back anytime that you have anything at all to say. We're happy to always have you.
Perfect. I'll be happy to do that. Thank you, Gary.
Great. Thank you, Richard. Bye now.